Hello out there in YouTube land. I am Pampered Duchess, and I do not have a name for the show yet. It's okay, but I'm here to spotlight, not really do a show. I am planning on doing a survival series, but this is my first video. So what am I supposed to do with my first video? Well, I thought it would be absolutely fitting if I just went ahead and did a spotlight of the Steam Workshop for space engineers. And let me tell you, I am an incredibly happy fangirl right now, because over here is what I'm looking at. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Ebon Hawk. Anyone who has ever played Knights of the Old Republic or Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords, knows that ship inside and out. And this one has been done by KingdomBragg, and he has done a phenomenal job. Now, enough hearing about me talking about it, let's see this baby. You know, she's got the forward section, the port side, the guns on the side. The attention to detail in this build is just mind-boggling. Even got, you know, some of the sections here at the aft with the engines. I mean, just beautiful work here. I mean, he's done a few... Well, I'm not gonna assume, sorry. KingdomBragg, whomever you are, however you identify, I don't care. I just love your Star Wars builds. And this one is definitely my favorite. Because nostalgia. I mean, you even went so far as to go all the way down to the landing gear to get the landing gear right. That speaks volumes. It really does. I mean, yeah, you can see some space engineers stuff like, hey look, atmospheric engines. Who'da thunk? And a connector. And a little control panel over here that does exactly this. The boarding ramp extends. As it should. It's just mind-boggling. Not the way I would have thought to do it, but I can definitely admire that it was done very well. And as you can see, from surface to the ship, without even so much having to jump. Now, we'll have to jump here at the end, because for some reason those are funky. But just kind of hit this button here, and it rolls back up and folds neatly in place, and the shutters keep it all airtight. That is awesome. And you can tell there's quite a few mods in this thing. I'll put the link to the Steam Workshop page in the description. It's just mind-blowing. I even caught one he didn't initially. Love these sectan doors. So here is the starboard side of the ship. And we have the starboard crew bunk. I can remember more than once having conversations with Mission Veo and Vsauce Mar right here, depending on which game you're talking about. Right frickin' there. And let's move on. In here, even got the garage put in. With some shelving, you know, 'cause industrial. Really good lights, too. Let me turn off my headlamps. Most of the ship is really well lit, too. Nifty little thing. It does come with an assembler. And you get another treat as my jetpack goes off, because it's not pressurized down there. The refinery, plus a couple of modules on top of it. Just to give you a little bit of a boost. Not too much. Moving on, we go into the aft corridor, These are actually vents. Interesting what the community can come up with. These are really air vents. Great interiors. Oh my gosh. And we go back here into engineering. The attention to detail is just stammering. Like, yes, those are shields. That is part of the shield mod. And those are the detail he missed. The Azimuth power pack that has those particular reactors. But they're relatively easy access, and if you've played the game, you recognize these almost instantaneously as, hey, that's the engines. And a programmable block standing in for the hyperspace terminal, but that's fine. We'll head this way, and we go in here to the Medbay. Everything is where it should be on this ship. Get some LCDs and a little Medbay that just refills your stuff. It does not allow you to change your suit at all, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it's okay. I'll let it slide. And under here we have the jump drive. Now, you would think, because Darth Biomech has the hyperspace mod, that this ship would be capable of hyperspace. It is not, because the hyperspace block is pretty much 3 times the size of the vanilla jump drive, so it wouldn't even fit in this build. But that is a really interesting touch. Great place to put that jump drive. We'll look at that in a minute. But we'll go back here in another hatch into the storage bay. Couple of shelves. The thingy by Icaster, I have no idea what it does. Sweetheart, could you let me know exactly what this does? Because I have the mod, but I don't know its function. One thing I do notice that is missing is here is at least like a small cargo container that would serve as the food storage, at least. You know, the one the little Mandalorian girl gets into, you know, just standing over there, and she gets into all your snacks and petroleum. Ew! Your protein and junk. But I'm finding I'm not missing it that much. We'll continue starboard, or port. Jeez, I'm getting it all mixed up. I think it's the ship, it's confusing me. It's just so pretty. And we'll go in through here, and now we're in the port bunks. And I can remember more than a few times having a gruff conversation with Jolie, or a cryptic, mysterious conversation with Kreia in here. And based on the color scheme, I'm betting on Kreia. And now we come into the main common room. And this is just freaking pretty. I wouldn't have done the spotlight, but it lights the room, and that's fine. And, dude, you forgot the Dejarik table. I find your lack of Dejarik disturbing. But it does have a hollow terminal, another mod, list in the description, and the maintenance bay. Oh, HK, I still love you, buddy. Even though you call me meatbag every time I turn around. Heading towards the bow, now we have the computer room. You almost expect T3 to beep at you and want to get in here. And now, the cockpit, or bridge, or whatever have you. Nav computer. I would have done that with the slanted LCDs, but I guess you can only get one in there, so... And this, you can actually program the little buttons and whatnot to actually control the jump drive. So that works. And you have the passenger seats, and oh my gosh, the beautiful, beautiful designs from the Colt 16 console pack. I love these things. And now, let's jump in the pilot seat. And we'll get a view outside. Even though... Oh, that stupid sun. It's always where you don't want it to be. Oh well, we can fix that. But the exterior of the ship does really well. Why don't we go ahead and release the landing gear and take this puppy for a flight, shall we? Oh man. Oh man. And you hit 2, and that retracts the landing gear. Love the details. Love, love, love the details. And we'll just move her on over. You notice something that's missing. I am moving the ship. I am strafing the ship. See, I am moving in space. And inertial dampeners are on, but no thrusters. Well, the atmospheric thrusters on the bottom, and the big engines in the back. But other than that, 0 thrusters. Because they're all hidden. That's another mod. It's just the beauty in this baby, and look at how well this thing turns. Oh, she rolls so simply. And I can go, well, downward towards the platform. Nothing. They go upward, away from the platform. Nothing. Well, the atmospheric thrusters aren't even firing because we're not in an atmosphere. But nothing at all from the other thrusters. They're all hidden inside the ship. The ship has so many beautiful details that you just can't. Look at those engines. Look at those engines! Oh my gosh, she is so pretty. Mommy love you a long time. Beautiful, beautiful ship. And if you press 1, that's the side guns. Wow. Dang. And if you hit 4, you can take control of the turret. Now, I have a camera mod up, the clear camera mod, which looks just absolutely amazing. Because, let's face it, the default camera is very, very annoying. But this actually makes things clear. You kind of get a little bit of an immersion in it. You know, the RPer in me is squeeing with delight. I fire once and it has to reload? Maybe he had to test it. There I go with the assumptions again. Kind of fires a little bit slow. I would have expected one based on the KOTOR ship to fire a lot faster. May have to see what we can do about that. But, I mean, you can full 180 degree turn the whole bit. You can scan over the entire ship. And my mouse is crappy, I'm sorry. But that's okay. But, I mean, here we're back towards the bow again. And you can't go low enough to actually fire at the bow. So you can't hit the ship. But wow, she is beautiful. Now for that one detail that I neglected. Now that we're actually in the sun. And this is... I don't have my headlamps on. This is what it looks like. Natural illumination from the way the ship was built. It is just stunningly gorgeous. It's just got a great feel to it. Now this part, I'm gonna use my headlamps because this is freaking dark. There's a lot of stuff in this particular corridor. So remember this baby. We're gonna step on here. And if I can reach it. Come on. We're gonna hit that button. It's an elevator. Up here. What is that button? Docking ring, airlock, turret. Extension closed. Doesn't do anything. Oh well. I have to do this manually. We'll do it live! Oh wow. And you can come out onto the hull and just kind of inspect for damage, check out the turret, inspect the engines. I mean, the attention to detail from the game to this ship is just beautiful. The combination of blocks, so well done. I cannot compliment enough how beautiful this freaking ship is. And I can get back here, go back to the lift, go back down. Pistons buggy as usual, nothing new. Nothing to see here, folks. And now, because of the recent updates for space engineers, we have planets. And as per lore, the Ebon Hawk is supposed to be able to go to the planet. So, let me cut away from this and we'll go to video shot. If the audio is a little off, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. But I actually filmed landing on a planet with the Ebon Hawk. So, let's see it.